boil your water. I mean, my husband read it and looked at me and goes, what the heck is this all about? And he's, you know, very intimate with knowing what's going on because I've come home and tell him at meetings. And for him to say that is, I think, exactly the reaction that most residents in town had. And so when it comes to a public safety thing like that, I think we need to make sure that we notify our residents, but we also make sure it's not done in a yelling fire in a crowded movie theater.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I certainly can write the policy and have Mr. Draws review it before it's sent out.
I can echo everything that everyone said. I think it's inexcusable that the letter went out. I think it's inexcusable that it was done in the manner it was done. I think it could never happen again. Any letter of any nature that's been this sensitive over the last year needs to be reviewed, not only by you, but I would think we need to be reviewed by council as well. So that we're standing here as one unit, unified and bringing out the correct message about our water and the way we're stepping forward. It can never happen again.
And, you know, just so the public is aware, you know, it just boiled down to one dirty tap. It was not a distribution system issue at all. It was one localized sink at one facility. So, you know, I think it was a series of mistakes that came into the play here, and I think that you make sure you fix it.
How many tests did we do?
We did 30 tests last February because the initial positive result triggers additional testing. Normally we do 24 a month.
A month. So we test the water every month.
Every
It's not
month.
like quarterly, it's not buying, it's every month.
Bill told me is that the total coliform monitoring is done monthly.
Any further questions for this? All right, we're going to open up the floor for public comment and questions on items on and off the agenda.
Council, good evening. I have a little lighter stuff. I'm Dave Schill, 132 Harding Avenue. I'm the president of the Moorestown Improvement Association and also the president of the 4th of July committee here in town. I need a resolution from council in order to put on the parade. I don't have one yet. I requested a member of council to bring it forward 2 weeks ago. I still don't have it. So, I can't put the parade on without a resolution, as you know, because we can't close the town streets without permission. I can't hang the banners without permission. So I'm asking the mayor if you...
It'll get on there. It'll be on at the next meeting. You'll have your resolution.
Well, I appreciate that.
I apologize for
I'm
that.
happy to answer any questions you may have.
It's a great event. It's the only time to have a parade, really. It's a great time to have a parade. You'll have your parade, not a problem.
It's an important event.
You think?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Died for our freedom.
That's absolutely. And you'll have it on the agenda for the next
I
resolution.
appreciate that. I'll answer any questions you have. We have
Absolutely.
sure to
It's a
that.
slam dunk.
So,
Do we have, we'll just use the last year's resolution, Dave, just change the dates and...
change it.
Yep.
In order to get a banner, I have to submit a certificate of insurance to the zoning officer. So we are insured up to here. So if that's an issue,
It's not an issue.
all right. I can show you my policies, the whole
No,
policy.
no, Dave, don't. No, it's going.
Gotta put on the parade, gotta do it.
Absolutely.
The other thing is, I invite everyone to come to come to the Moorestown Community House, March 17. It's our 112th annual meeting. Now let's face you. And we have Jack Crescent, our resident archaeologist, who will be talking about the Native Americans who lived here before Moorestown was settled, and Indian sites that are all over the place that he has explored and he's mapped out, and it's very fascinating. Please come. I welcome you all. Thank you.
Mayor Garwood, you, the town council, Katie Angelini, 233 Hedgeman Road. Sorry. Mayor Garwood, you, the town council, town manager, town solicitor have gone on record numerous times, whether in print, on television, and notifications to residents on the township website and at town council meetings assuring everyone our water meets all state drinking water standards. Examples of this date back to October 6, 2014 at the council meeting and as recent as the Moorestown Patch article last week. When asked about TCE and radioactive contaminant levels far above their respective MECLs, the word exceedance was downplayed and the town hid behind the word violation, stating there are no violations. However, the truth is there have been multiple violations over this time period. I'd like to reference by number the violations Morristown's had since 2014, including the total coliform violation last year, according to the New Jersey Water Watch website. In 2014, violations number 8356, violation 8358, and violation 8359. In 2015, violation number 8386, and in 2016, violation number 8424. Not only did the township fail to notify customers directly of last year's coliform MCL violation as required by the DEP within 30 days, the township misled consumers by stating all parameters were meeting standards. For folks with compromised immune system, the February 2016 coliform violation notification came 1 year too late. Those people, including the ones on chemotherapy fighting cancer, had the right to discuss with their doctor or healthcare provider whether the water was safe for them to drink or not. My request is simple. Instead of continuing to mislead Moorestown residents by implying our water is meeting all drinking water standards, remove or correct the water quality slide in the township's February 2016 presentation to no longer falsely read, and I quote, "The township's water has and continues to meet state and federal drinking water standards, and no regulated contaminants violate state and federal drinking water standards." Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, Kathy Sutherland, 417 North Church Street. Scott, I'd like to thank you for, and Stacy and council for helping me on that problem with North Church Street. I talked with, let's see, Lieber, I always call him Lieber, but he's actually what, acting?
No,
He's acting chief.
Acting chief. Okay, so he said he's gonna continue to monitor the street, and, there's gonna be a rotation on it, and then, I'll see if that is good enough, and we'll come back.
do you see any change with that sign up there? Does it seem to help?
Not by the time it gets to my house. The sign is great.
It was interesting, I was coming home from street hockey with my husband, and he said, I think the sign needs to be up towards New Albany more. And I just was wondering if you had seen any.
Well, it's really, I like it. It says slow down, 35 miles per hour. If people would do 35, it would be great, but they don't do 35. And they know that too, the police know that too. They do about 35, 45, but what they found was that there's a lot of speeding at night and early morning in the 60-mile-an-hour range. So he said he would get his men on that, men and women on that, and then so we'll see how this rotation goes. And then I thought perhaps we visit it maybe in another 6 months to see if they still speed though. I don't, quite frankly, I won't say, but anyway, but I'm grateful for the rotation, and I'm grateful that it's being looked at and it's not being left.
Please keep us informed, just let us know your thoughts on if you think it's working or not.
I certainly will, and I appreciate the police and all their involvement. Lieber said he even got out there with the testing it himself, so I appreciated that effort. Thank you, everybody, Mr. Scott too. Yeah, Mr. Carew. Yeah, but anyway, okay, about the planning board, the Mayberry site, the Nagel, and the Nagel site. What are you saying, that this area isn't up to par to be built on, or? No, what are we saying here? That's why I need some
We're actually
clarification.
we're actually saying the opposite.
Okay.
That we're looking if we should put those areas into what's called an area of redevelopment for the potential use of affordable housing development.
Okay, that's great. Now, that's what they were intended for. I mean, if we know that.
We're with that.
Pardon?
We're with that.
Okay, yeah, I know you are, yeah. And, okay, now, okay, this thing about Moorestown being in violation, what are you gonna do about these violations?